Okay. There we go. Title Tuesday Part 2. Yeah, this could very well be my last ever Title Tuesday in the afternoon. It was announced earlier today that starting next week, there will just be one Title Tuesday every week going forward. Some new format change as well. It'll be 5-0 instead of 3-1 starting next week. So this could be the last ever afternoon Title Tuesday and the last one with a 3+1 time control. So I'll try and finish strong, I guess. I did stream the first one earlier today. I had a very rocky start, but ended up finishing with 7 points. Welcome to the early joiners. Got Roadrunner. First in Twitch chat. Got Arad Ajalani. First in YouTube chat. How's it going, Chessweeb? Welcome back, Sindar V, Syncopede. So unlike the previous stream, I'm starting early enough to play probably a few warm-up games. And I'll just hop in the 3-0 pool. I'm not sure if I gained or lost rating last stream. Maybe I broke even about. Bishop d6. h6 walks into tactics.
Good luck.
Queen d2, interesting. I think I'm supposed to change up my plan here, like b5. And there's some knight e4 move too. Like maybe right now. Yeah, it looks interesting. So the bishop's hanging, queen's hanging, white's queen is hanging, my knight's hanging. A lot of things are hanging here. Thank you, Chris. Chris Arnun. Appreciate the resub. Happy 13 months. King d1. Very strange. I wonder if that was a mouse slip. I don't know if I can punish it though. I guess knight c4. And take and then win e3. Yeah, that had to be a mouse slip, I imagine. Want to get my knight in. Might see knight c1. Yeah, e3, I'll move back. b2's a bit tender. Take. Look at this. Take, rook, e8. Don't want to concede the bishop pair. It feels like I have to. Gotta play quicker. Moving too slowly. So I'm preparing this thing. Because this thing is met with h5. Interesting. g5 coming. I just want this. Yeah, it looks like I'm winning material. Like if I get this move in, then white's whole position collapses. Like knight e6, king e7. Oh, but then rook takes pawn. Oh, it's not over. I might actually be in trouble here. Oops. Wow. This? I gotta move too. Oh man. Ugh. I messed up. Yeah, I really messed up. I have no play now. And almost no time. Okay, let's fight. I want to play c3. Hmm. Almost trapping the rook. The rook is trapped. Yeah, but there's that move. Urgh. Still fighting. Safe pre-move. I break through. Oh, my thing. Oh no, white's so solid now. To do. What to do? Too weak, too slow. GG though. So for anyone confused, this is not the last Title Tuesday ever, but it's the last Title Tuesday as we know it. Because there are format changes. There was a big update today, which will start next week. So if you go to chess.com/news, you can find this article. I did cover it last stream. Yeah, we should make a parody song. End of Title Tuesday as we know it. Will you have to adjust your style to play 5-0 format? Does it change your approach not having increment, safety net? Yes. Yeah, time management is going to be way, way more important. It's still very important, but even more so without increment. Now, I think openings will be even more important too, because there's going to be more emphasis on getting like an early edge, not only in the position early on, but also on the clock. Welcome back to Com Info Your Nips. Happy 70 months. Okay, let's keep warming up. Hopefully not burn out. Oops, what did I do? Yes, I clicked game review. Yeah, my accuracy has not been great today. Got a good position this game. My opponent definitely mouse slipped with king d1. Yeah, up a pawn. I was moving too slowly. I have a knockout. I was so focused on getting my bishop in. G5 was actually a mistake. I just missed this sequence. Okay. New game? So to be honest, I'm actually looking forward to 5-0 instead of 3-1. And it's going to be a change for everyone. But I think it might actually give me an edge if if I can manage to manage my time, if that makes any sense. F4 may be coming. This is looking nice. But I can't get too comfortable. Take on d6. There's check. This should be fine. There might be some lines where I sack the exchange. Like queen b6, knight f2, and then take. Oh, actually there's queen b6, queen d4, the counter check. There's f6 if I really want it. There's also rook f3. To be honest, I didn't really see that pawn was hanging. I can take in rook f6. Okay, it's looking very good. Hmm. Yeah, I want to get the bishop in. And f5, yeah. Okay, here I can check, and then win the knight. There's knight g7. Hmm. How to do this? Check. And it's still looking good. I think I'll maneuver the bishop. There's also this move almost working. Nah, let's just play this. There's a question from Philip about who's going to benefit the most from the new format. I gotta focus here still. Check. Almost mating. Play this first. Yeah, Threading Maiden 1. Yeah, I think the players who are used to playing 3-0 will probably benefit the most. Like probably Hikaru a little bit. Danya is the first player that comes to mind, actually. But it should be interesting. Maybe like other players will like unexpectedly be better uh than the ones who currently dominate. Minlay will be very strong too, like even stronger. He won the previous title Tuesday though, so he's good in formats with or without increment. There's a question, why no increment in TT? So this will be the new format starting next week. I think there's a few reasons. I think a big one is it's like Title Tuesday feeds into the Esports World Championship, and they want to have consistent formats or time controls. And then also with no increment, it's much easier to like know when the round will finish because there won't be games that like go on forever. So it's going to be different. And I think the biggest loss of the new change is the fact that there's only going to be one tournament every week. Like today's the last day, maybe ever, that there's going to be 2 Title Tuesdays in one day. So I mean, I'll still make an effort to play the one Title Tuesday every week. And there's only 83 players signed up for afternoon Title Tuesday. Maybe that's another reason why they're scaling it down to 1. Maybe the afternoon just doesn't get the same attendance. But they're also requiring proctors for all players. I'm not sure if it starts today or next week, but that could be another reason that it could deter some players. Okay, I do have time for one more warm-up game. Should I do one more, or should I just chill, interact with chat? I could do Puzzle Rush. Was Rook G8 force mate? Maybe. Yeah, that can maybe delay it like a move or two. I guess there's Knight H6. Let's see. Maiden 8. Okay. Rook E6, the best way to delay it. Can do game review here. I'm not adjusting the score widget above my head because we'll save that for actual Title Tuesday. Best move D5. Yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes I get a little bit careless, like, or not careless, but ignorant of the potential pawn push. Like here it is actually very strong. Or B4. Yeah, B4. This is very nice for white. Oh, there's a question about the towards the end if Rook G8 was in. Wait, where is it? Oh, here. Yeah, I thought the king slips away. I mean, it's still probably winning. Yeah, Rook G8. But it's not force mate. I guess it wins a rook. I can take, and then skewer. Will it still be 11 rounds? Yes. Yeah, here, I can pull up the article. So this explains the major changes. Single tournament, new time control. It should be 11 rounds. Does it not say? I think it's just assumed. Okay, let me make a chat command. And add TT. Okay. Oh, there's a question about Untitled Tuesday. I don't know if they're changing the format for that. Yeah, I forgot that's a thing. I'll have to ask Danny Wrench in the next week, stateofchess.com. I'm curious if there's double dipping for prizes. There probably is. Like if Hikaru wins Title Tuesday while streaming, he probably gets first place plus a streamer prize. But I have something to fight for, maybe. I think many years ago they had a streamer prize. At some point they removed it. Question why Fabi's not playing. Fabi is playing Singfield Cup. Although he finished his game, I think, recently, right? Is he done? He's playing MVL today. I think they drew. So maybe Fabi and MVL could play if they get to their computers in time. Oh, MVL is playing. Wow, okay. Fresh off playing Fabi, OTV. The tournament starts in about 4 minutes. How is top streamer evaluated? It doesn't really give details, but I assume it's just based on standings. Like how high you finish. Does anyone know if Eric has a London course available online besides YouTube videos with Andrea? I definitely have a lot of London content on YouTube. But I used to have a London course that was sold through iChess.net. And then it got taken over by Chessable, and then there's a merger, and then they basically just killed the site, and now the course does not exist online. But I recently located like all the files. It's an 8-hour video course. And yeah, I think it's very likely it'll be relaunched in some way. Probably self-published. But it was a course I recorded back in 2017 or 2018. I think 2018. Has Eric ever been attacked by a goose? I was chased by a goose at least once. I survived. I ran away quickly enough before it could actually attack me. What was your favorite World Chess Championship match? So I've attended a handful of the recent ones. I attended for a few days in 2016. 2018, I was there for almost a full match as a photographer. And then, was it 2021 or 2022? Magnus, Nepo, and Dubai. The years kind of blend together. I think the most recent one was my favorite one. Gukesh against Ding. The Singapore Federation organized it. Very nice spot in Singapore. They put a lot of effort into the fan experience. I was there as a kind of special guest. Did a lot of side events. Towards the end, I took over as one of the like photographers too. So at least personally, that was my favorite one to be a part of. Do you think Title Tuesday changes are positive? I think there's pros and cons. And the fact that there's only one tournament per week is like a pretty big negative. Because there's going to be some regular players who just won't be able to play if they're like students or they have jobs. But I think it's a good thing that it's feeding into a larger thing with the esports, even though I don't know much about it. Seems like there's a bit more cohesion. And the change in time format, I'm not sure how it's going to affect everything, but I'm actually kind of looking forward to that change. Okay, moving on. First game. Try and be more focused and more awake than earlier. I've definitely had this position at some point before. I don't really remember any specific analysis. F3, of course, is a main threat. I have some b4 move. Like after take, knight c5, b4 wins a piece. So I think the knight's trapped. Unless I'm missing something. Okay, good start, but still takes work. Pawn is a bit weak. And there's b4. There's e6, actually. e6 is cool. We might see f6. So this king's going to be a massive target. Bishop c4 for starters. And there's knight e2. Mhm. Considering whether to include queen h5. Queen h5, knight h... No. This actually looks fine. So I was calculating takes. Queen e8, king g7, castle threatening rook f7, and queen f8. There is one check, king h1. Oh, there's not a check. There's going to be a rook on d4. Yeah, this should be... Wait, do I have force mate after castle rook c4? Let's definitely start with a check. Actually, yeah. Yeah, takes rook f7, check here, check. And it's currently... Oh, it's not equal material. I am down a pawn, but life is pretty good. Okay, there's rook f7. Is it not force mate? Queen e7. Rook f7 coming next. There's queen f7, but this is probably more effective. And there's queen c5 and take, but okay. Should be easy to clean up from here. Oh, there's queen e5, actually. Then rook f1. So threatening mate in 2. Oh, rook f8. Wait a minute. I have this. I think the simplest is to take the rook, take the bishop. Oh, wait, no, that's not... Is it simple? I think it's okay. Queen c5, king h1. I'm ready to take on e6. It got a little bit tricky towards the end. Very important my bishop covers f1. Okay, good start. I mean, maybe there is a better conversion. I'm sure there was. Maybe something more simple, like around here. It's +6. Mate in 10, rook af1. That's what I played. Okay. I actually played like pretty efficiently according to the engine. Going back, I was in control like basically the whole game. Yeah, black kind of walked into this line without knowing how to deal with this knight. f6 is the best move to allow for knight g5. Thank you to Backward Spawn. Happy 27 months. Also, thank you, Daoud, for the super chat. Some Swedish krona. Appreciate that. Question about queen f7 on move 21. Let's get to that. Also, let's do game review. Two brilliant moves. Let's go. 92 brilliant. I don't know why, but okay. We'll take it. It's more brilliant moves than like my last couple weeks combined. I think... Wait. The previous stream I had 1 brilliant move. 2 weeks ago I think I had 0. Last week I had 1. I don't think there's ever been a point where I've had more brilliant moves than blunders in the recent title Tuesdays, like since I started using this widget. And then casting was brilliant. Let's go. Yeah, sacking the bishop. Yeah, in order to get brilliant moves, you need to like sacrifice stuff. Okay. That gives me some dopamine. Bishop c4 was a mistake. Queen h5 apparently was better. I was happy with e6. Fast move, okay. Yeah, definitely feeling sharper than earlier. I did have some coffee during my break. Thank you, Daoud. Some more Swedish krona. Let's go. Playing MVL, who's in St. Louis, I saw recently. Played some ping pong with him recently. Here we go. Do I play the French against a Frenchman? No. He plays d4 anyway. Oh, heart rate monitor. Also London opening. Alright, connect. Okay. He's gonna play knight d2. c3, really? Queen c2 coming? This is like a basic knowledge that white should not really go into the sign. I guess he's MVL. He can do what he wants. Heart rate at 120. Okay, 117. A little bit nerve-wracking. Queen c1. As far as I remember, this is just equal. Like rook c1, e6. But also, like, quite comfortable. Knight h4 might be annoying. I think it's okay, though. I'll probably play h6, like, yeah, here. Okay, still doing my thing. Does it make sense to take? And there's also c4, which is kind of interesting. Doing it. It's hard for white to actually get in this move. My queen is misplaced now. The pawn should be on b5. Yeah, he's doing this thing. This castle. Might just play queen d8 next. I'm preparing b5 and bishop d6. It's positional. Oh, he wants to play e4. e5, e4. And then I take. Okay, let's do it. a4, a6. Ooh, really? It's tempting to play knight e4. Like, we trade everything. It shouldn't be worse. There's rook d1, though. Rook d1. I put my queen on c6. Here comes a d4. That should be fine. I'm calculating take, take, rook d1, queen c7, queen c2, queen c6, rook d4. He allows me to take. Might as well. I have a better bishop, I think. Bishop is stuck with the pawns. Take and rook d8. Rook d4, I have bishop c5. 6. I'm nervous. Let's do this. And this should be okay. Queen d5. I don't think I can lose this. You never know, though. E6. Just gotta wait. G5. It's committal, but what else to do? Oh no, what did I do? It's still interesting. I'm not sure what's going on now. Oh, am I losing? Oh no! Ah! I'm so sad. I got tricked somehow. Wow, nice mates. Oh, his H1 was fast. Is this just losing? Yeah, my bishop's misplaced. To be honest, I forgot I could en passant and win a pawn. But it's, even still, I had g5. Yeah, it's like a position that I really should not lose. But here it's already losing. I panicked a little bit. G5's even the best move. Oh, king f7, but bishop h8. Wow. Because white can't easily make progress. Good game. I definitely blundered towards the end. 97.7. No blunders, no misses. What? Okay, I made a mistake towards the end. Probably deserves to be a blunder. So I'm 1 out of 2. Have I played MVL before? My first time playing MVL, at least on chess.com. Yeah, he played a kind of surprising line in London, like very non-threatening. Maybe he just didn't want to go into theory. Or maybe he's tired after playing Fabi and he just wanted to, yeah, save energy. And it is hard to like punish this line so much. Yeah, black is doing quite fine here. Yeah, I didn't consider trading bishops, but maybe it makes sense. Also, thank you, Zachary, with a super chat, who says you were slightly favored in the opening. Yeah, unfortunately, the opening doesn't usually decide the game. Anyway, moving on. MVL said in his interview he's really tired. Oh, okay, maybe explain some of his play. Anyway, I'm gonna play the same opening as previous game. This time I'm white, and I'm not playing c3. Knight h5. Oh yeah, this is a line. Considering taking an e4, we'll castle first. Black has the option which way to castle. Opponent tanking. There's c4, f5 maybe. I try and keep the pressure on the clock. Takes, maybe I take with queen. Not sure. Take. Bishop b1. Maybe bishop c2. Reroute this way. Attacking the pawn. Bishop e6, I think I take on g6. Okay, black is threatening this. Interesting. Yeah, some annoying counterplay. And king h2, not a move I want to play, but maybe necessary. Get my queen off the diagonal. Okay, both pawns are attacked now. I'm hitting this. Rook d8, queen c4. If takes, I can choose. Probably take with bishop. Keep the pawn defended. Yeah, difficult position to play with no time. I managed to keep the tension, keep enough time on my clock. That puts me at 2 out of 3. A tricky game. This is a very playable line against London. My opponent spent a little bit long, though, like getting out of the opening. No blunders today. Let's see if I can keep it going. Or at least no blunders this stream. I had 10 blunders at least in the previous stream. Yeah, it got tricky. Like, this position looked very, very pleasant for white. Oh, I blundered the pawn Wow, it was only after bishop g4 I realized black is threatening this. I didn't realize black could have taken the move sooner. Mutual blindness. So I could have been in a lot of trouble. Actually, it's still worse here. Yeah, I didn't realize how bad it is. 95 would be problematic. Thank you to Quail Measy. Happy 18 months. There's a lot of questions about Title Tuesday. Yeah, there was an announcement earlier, XSlam TT in Twitch or YouTube chat to share the announcement article. Man, I really thought I was the one pressing. Was I ever better this? Okay, maybe I could have been better for brief moments. Okay, here I was in control. I'm just realizing, I don't know if I'll be able to play next week. Wait, let me see the... Oh no, I will be able to play next week. I have plans that day, but they're not until later. Yeah, the two brilliant moves happened in... Was it round 1? I'm already forgetting. They weren't the most memorable brilliant moves. Like, they were just natural, like, developing. One of them was castling was brilliant. Yeah, I think it was game 1, though. Okay, next opponent. Here we go. So I've been white 3 out of 4 games to start. My one black game was against MVL. D5 is, I guess, playable. Interesting. Am I just winning after take and then this? Only one way to find out. I think white's completely winning here. There's no way to defend the knight. Opponent played a little bit too quickly. You might see like a6 and then king e7. But it's a clean piece. Maybe we'll see this. I'm thinking queen takes. Running this. I mean, everything wins, but this looks quite nice. There's a funny line. Queen b4, king f6, bishop g5, king takes e5, queen f4, checkmate. Or king takes g5, queen f4, king h5, g4, king h4, queen g3, king g5. Where's my mate? Oh yeah, g5, king h5, queen g4 checkmate. Or g5, king h3, and then queen g3 checkmate. So that's what I'm threatening. Like mate in 6 or 7 or 8. I might be threatening this too. This, and then checkmate. Or this, and then fork. Or win a queen. Yeah, it's really good. 12 moves in. Yeah, sometimes players try and like play on a bit longer, so there's not the embarrassment of losing in 12 moves. But what to do for black? I mean, I'm up a piece, I have a mating attack. Black had to Bond Cloud against their will. Oh no, my pawn. If bishop takes g2, it's mate in 2. Actually, it's mate in... No, it's not mate in 1. It's mate in 2 with bishop g5 and queen b4. Opponent's gonna flag, I guess. Okay. I win in 12 moves. So we'll have a longer break than usual after round 4. Update the counter. I don't think I had any brilliant moves. I mean, it was just like pin and win, basically. We'll check the thing. Yeah, pretty clean. Initially, I thought d5 maybe is some opening prep. Because it's kind of more justified when there's a bishop here. After takes, the bishop gets hit. Okay, apparently I could just take, and play this. E4 is maybe coming. Yeah. Black is actually hardly in trouble here. Knight c6, queen a4, knight e5. Okay. So I am still blunderless after 4 games of Title Tuesday. MVL 4 out of 4. I guess we can watch Hans. Hans is black. Crazy position. Wait, that's a free piece. After take, it's basically game over. Knight g3. Will he find it? Cleanest way to convert. Yeah, bishop a5 also works. Watch Danya. Oh, let's watch Fabi. Whoa, Fabi's playing. So Fabi and MVL, they had a quick draw today in real life in Singfield Cup. And they drew quickly enough to join Title Tuesday. Fabiano's perfect after 3 rounds. Can he stay perfect? 2 connected passers. He's up a pawn. Not quite mating. The rook wants to somehow get to the h-file. So can he worm his way around? That's what he's doing, attacking the pawn as well. Opponent almost flagging. And now it's mate. Or is it? Rook h2 coming. But black is up pawns. Yeah, this should be an easy win for Fabi. Check. Check. White's still fighting. All Fabi needs to do is keep pushing. Yeah, he's threatening mate. Repeating for some reason. Nice. Promote with checkmate. So Fabi's 4 out of 4. It would be funny if Fabi plays MVL in Title Tuesday after having just played in real life. Oh, Hikaru also still playing. Hikaru on the verge of winning? Actually, similar position to Fabi. Wait, what? Oh, I thought Hikaru was going this way, having just seen the Fabi game, but Hikaru is white. Wait, I'm so disoriented. Hikaru wants to checkmate queen. It's going to be a draw? It's a draw. Okay. Yeah, that's so confusing after having just seen the previous game with black like queening their pawns. So this was from white's perspective. Okay. So I'm half point behind Hikaru. Yeah, a lot of players still perfect. We should be on break maybe right now. Maybe not. One game left. Yeah, this is very drawish. King pawn ending is drawn. I don't think there's even like any tricks to try. Like just yeah, trade rooks or not. Like black can just passively wait. I don't fully understand why black's not trading rooks, but I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. We are officially on break. Got about 6 minutes. I think I'm going to take a break myself. Let me refill my water, and I will be back momentarily. Stay tuned. Okay. Yeah, whenever I get up and walk around, the heart rate shoots up. That's my physical activity for the stream. Anyway, we have about 3.5 minutes. Try and calm down as much as possible. I'll probably play up next round. Sitting at 3 out of 4. A lot of players higher rated than me, including Sindarov, Maksulu, Danya. I could play a big name. How many players are below me? Oh, Magnus too. Wow, Magnus is even below me on tie breaks. Wow, Bortnik. Oh, there's a lot of strong players with 3 points. I wonder if Fabi's using Proctor. Because he said he wouldn't play Title Tuesday if he's required for using Proctor. But I think the requirement for all players does start next week. Yeah, somehow my tie breaks are better than Magnus. I guess it does help having played MVL, Lion Beast. If I played Magnus, then that's very good for my tie breaks. Streaming twice in one day makes 10K steps hard to achieve. Yeah. I am on a long streak of 10,000 steps a day. I've walked 3,471 steps today. This is my app. So still got time. The deadline is midnight. I've been using my walking pad more. I have like one of these foldable under the desk walking pads. Very convenient. Have you walked 500 miles? Probably, yeah. Yeah, actually, so I'm on a streak of 104 days of walking 10,000 steps a day. So that translates to it's about 5 miles per day. Some days are a little bit more. So that's a bit over 500 miles in the last 100 days. What time is it where you are? 3:47 p.m. I'm in St. Louis. Still daytime. Do let me know where people are watching from. Should still be decently European friendly. Okay, next game starting. Now playing Magnus. I have an Alapin. Bishop e3 is like the main move. This is also a line. Take bishop f4 and then knight e4. Remember there's some counterintuitive like here and then here, maybe. But this is all prep. My prep basically ends after this move. A6. Could be trading a lot, actually. Take, take, take. I don't know if I want to take on d4. There is some value in keeping the bishop pair. Oh, that I did not see coming. E7. Yeah, I'm thinking take and then e5. If knight f3, f6. If knight b3, bishop moves back. On f5, I take, take, and then win f2. It looks pretty solid. Now, knight here or here, I play king f7. Yeah, maybe allow bishop f5. Yeah, bishop c4, though. Wow. King here, there's bishop e2. I'm not scared of take, take, and then take on b7. There's rook d2, hitting f2 and b2. Running rook d3. Allowed rook d1. I should probably go back. No, it's hard to crack, though. Some a5, b4 idea. No! Too slow. Ugh. Man, I just got too long time. Hesitated on too many moments too. Yeah, I didn't fully lock in. Yeah, position was actually a little bit annoying after b4. Yeah, I should have built out, like bishop takes e3. I thought I was applying pressure with the bishop pair. What to do? It was a good fight. Oh, I had rook takes d3? Wait, what? Don't fully understand that. This is super, super laggy. There's like, I should be getting used to lag now, but it's a hard thing to get used to. I just want to check rook d3. Yeah, this is very hard to spot. It's not like a super forcing line. Knight f3. Gosh. Even g5 is like counterintuitive because h6 is weak. I guess the point is I win f2, I lose h6. I still don't understand this. Bishop c4. Ah, okay, I just win back the rook. Yeah, opening was nice. I think I outprepped my opponent. Yeah, just had a pleasant bishop pair position. e5, not the best, but playable. Okay, let me refresh. This refreshing is supposed to help the lag, apparently. Okay, moving on. Oh, I forgot to update the score. 3 out of 5. No blunders or brilliant moves to add. Knight f6, I guess. King's Indian attack. Oh, I could maybe try and transpose into a Stafford, but let's just play this. d5. Yeah, it's one of these reverse, like old Indian positions. Whatever you call it. I think d5 might be eventually called for. I say d5, I mean d4. So used to playing these structures where it's reverse and it's white who has more space. So takes could be a big trade. Small question if I want to trade knights after bishop takes. That makes f4 a bit easier for white. I'm not sure. White has superfluous knights, so I think it makes sense to keep more things on the board. Yeah, f4 is probably coming. My idea is to play f5. This might be an idea, queen c5. Actually, wouldn't mind the queen trade. These pawns could potentially be weak after queens come off. Take, take. It's interesting. Huh. Rook c1 is coming. Oh, but then I take. Yeah, very tricky position. Might be ready to play this move. I have queen c3. Try it. Knight c5's on tap. Yeah, not easy for white. Knight d4. I'm not sure. I do have triple pawns. I'm losing c3. Oh, it feels so close. I think this is good. Get the both rooks to the second rank. Got dangerously low on time there. Yeah, I think white has to play this, and then I'm fine. I can kind of just chill. Maybe push the pawn or put the king somewhere. Okay. Yeah, interesting game. Felt decently. Felt like it was in decent control throughout. Never felt in too much danger. Although maybe around here, yeah, white has some improvement to take. It's not super clear though. Still no blunders. 4 out of 6. Yeah, this might be a first. Like if I can keep up the no blunder streak, can I play a title Tuesday with 0 blunders out of 11 games? Yeah, I wonder how that compares to top players too. So I'm a point behind Fabi and Magnus. Hans is 6 out of 6, along with Arjun. Yeah, a few more games going this round. This looks winning for white. Gonna be some Lucina position. There was some opportunity to give checks there. Wait, was it win? Was it drawn? Yeah, Rook A7 was a draw. Wow. Now it's winning again. Okay. Next opponent. Playing a strong NM. Here we go. Yeah, playing this one. A nice weapon for Blitz. That's Queen E1 idea. Knight D7, I think Knight H4. I don't fully remember much beyond this. Taking bishop f5 maybe. Very tricky. Oh, that's super tricky. Queen B1. Tense position. Interesting. Take. There's F4. It's questionable. I think I have to take. Oh, there's knight h2. Oh dear. h2. I have this. Oh, there's still no. I don't know what's happening here. I gotta play this and pray. Still want knight f5. I don't think knight h2 is good. It weakens the black king a bit too much. Maybe playable though. Hmm. Kind of passive. Allowing rook e2. I just want to play an IQP position. Yeah, it's going to take some untangling. Like, all my pieces are pretty bad. And there's knight d4. Where's this? Okay, I mean, this is what I wanted. Yeah, it's unpleasant. I just dropped a pawn. Oh no. Was not the move I was expecting. Okay. Tried to fight. That gave me a glimmer of hope. I don't think it's ever drawing though. Even after I win this pawn. Yeah. Yeah, mistakes were made earlier. Mainly giving away b2. I miss this check and then go back. Oh, what to do? 4 out of 7. Oh, queen e3 is a move. That is confusing a line. Knight e7, knight h4. Okay. And knight d7, queen e3. How does this work? Eventually knight h4. Yeah, e5 is very playable. And then, yeah, that was a blunder. But just does chess.com call it a blunder? No, no blunders. No brilliant moves. Okay. Counters will not be updated. Or they will be updated by just staying the same. They are accurate. Oh yeah, if I take the pawn, I lose a rook. Takes, there's check, your check. And then there goes my rook. Oh, wait, what? New game started. Oh dear. Okay. I was on the wrong tab, I guess. I don't think it made a sound. Let's play b5. I'm gonna play c5. Yeah, we could trade a bit. Take. Not thrilled with that. Hmm. Bishop's out of play. Let's do this. Oh, what to do? What to do? Rook b8. There's knight b4. I want to put the bishop here. It's a little bit concerning. The knight might get to c5. We'll probably have to play knight e7. Yeah, there's bishop c6 here. There's some queen a3 idea. Hmm. Hmm. I'm not sure what to do. Just improving. So simple, but looks very strong. Take, take. Really not sure. I'm so low on time. E2 is attacked. Ay, ay, ay. I was just losing. Down a piece. Okay. Yeah, tough position. I burned a lot of time. Maybe this whole idea was wrong. Maybe I should play bishop c6, but then queen a3. It's a little bit worse. Just never managed to get like an easy to play position. That puts me on 50%. Is my no blunder streak over? One blunder, knight d7. It's already like much worse. Bishop b5. How am I surviving this? h5. Wow, some crazy engine line. I can exploit the queen on a3 and play this. How does this... the bishop's defended. Vlach is barely holding on. Welcome back, Obese Reese. Happy 54 months. Okay. Yeah, the game didn't get off to a good start. Didn't realize the game started until 30 seconds in. We have a break, some time to untilt. Danya playing Hans, wow. Big matchup. Danya's up a pawn, but losing a pawn back maybe. Was Hans playing for a win? Probably. Ooh. I would probably lose this with both colors against both players. And this should be a draw though. Solid move. GG. Oh, there's a question about using the engine. Oh yeah, when I analyze my games, I toggle on analysis and then I see what moves it suggests. So apparently, yeah, knight a6 is fine. c5 was a little bit better. D takes c4 was better. To open the bishop. Obesri says, I found an interesting gambit line you might not be aware of. Starts with a Scotch gambit, objectively very bad but tricky. Okay, you've piqued my interest. Feel free to share notation. Also, for everyone joining, this is the second Title Tuesday of the day. It is probably going to be the last afternoon Title Tuesday, at least for US Central Time. Starting next week, they are removing the later tournament and just having the morning tournament. Okay, let's see this line from Obese Freeze. The Scotch Gambit. Bishop c4, knight f6. All normal. Take. So there's a Nachmanson. Rookie 1's main line. Okay, rookie 1 is a move. d5 and then knight g5. Okay, yeah, this is new. The main line is bishop takes d5. And there's a lot of theory here. This is a very well-known line. Known to be, I think, very drawish at top level. But actually, it's an effective line for like anyone 2000 or below. This is a fun line to play for white. So anyway, knight g5. Wow. And then, yeah, this already poses some questions to black. I mean, taking looks natural. So takes and then queen h5. Wow. Oh, it looks very interesting. I think mate leaving the knight hanging. I'll look into this. How bad is it though? Also, I wanna bring up a Lee chessboard. give me 1 sec. I'm gonna experiment a little bit. I don't want to leak anything, so I'm gonna hide this for a moment. I'm gonna see if I can access Lichess within Proctor. Is it possible? I have to make sure I don't miss the round though. Where's my timer? Okay, we got about 2 minutes. I'm gonna find a loophole. Profile. Edit profile. Let's see if this works. Oh man, everything's super laggy. Oh, here. Okay. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is like access an external link. So leechess.org. How do I make this a link? No. Leechess.org. And then if I go into my profile and click, will it work? It doesn't work. What about my like, I don't want to get hit by, does Twitch work? Oh, Twitch works. Okay. It doesn't work. What is, they just ban like the link of Lichess? Maybe I have to do like www. I just want to access like the opening explorer in Lichess and be able to show it. I'll try later. Oh wait, play online. Not in live chess. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. New game. Oh, I forgot to up the blunder counter. So 1 blunder, 2 brilliant moves this tournament. There we go. What am I doing? I always play bishop b5. I messed up my prep. But this line is actually kind of fun. We're gonna see queen takes e7, yeah. This, I thought, gives white some small edge. Might be wrong. d4, I have knight b3. There's a lot of meta behind this opening variation, which, if I have time, I can try and explain after the game. There's a very famous trap if black were to take on d7 with the bishop. Knight b3. I'm considering e5. I'll go for knight b3. f4 comes to mind. Yeah, not the most exciting position. Some small imbalances. Queen f3. Queen h5. Exerting some pressure. This knight's very out of play and wants to move to a happier place. Yeah, we probably have to trade. A small trap, knight f5 loses. Doing well on time. Like, the way to win this is probably to use the clock as a weapon. Queen e7 is probably coming. Queen h6, queen f6. Not exactly what I wanted. But still some pressure. I'm scared of e5. Play this first. Yeah, I thought I could take. Win a pawn? And knight h3, king f1. Rook d2, wow. But then I check and then I take the knight. Okay. Unless rook d8, then I have to move back. Tricky, tricky. There. Yeah, rook d2, queen a8, king. Never mind. Still tricky though. Okay. That was a long game. Back on a plus score. 5 out of 9. Yeah, no blunders or brilliance to update. Something weird happened where, let me fix this. Okay. My tabs got switched around. Danya's in trouble? Is he surviving though? Might be surviving. Wow. It's some fortress. Okay, next round should be starting soon. Don't have too much time to fool around. I was trying to like get to Lichess through my profile. Hey, it's working. Okay, I can access Lichess on Proctor. This might be a first. Yeah, the way is to like just make a link from my profile. Because there's no like copy pasting links or entering URLs. I just don't want to be on a different tab when the round starts because sometimes it will detect me as idling. Oh, there's one game going. Rook versus Knight. Okay. Next game. Here we go. I've definitely played this opponent recently. C3. Not sure if that changes so much. Yeah, bishop d3 is a bit awkward. Some knight e5 ideas. Yeah, maybe it's playable though. To take. Not exactly what I want. Take an e6. Hmm. Yeah, it's hard to actually attack. I want my queen to get to g2. Not an easy journey though. Maybe queen a5 to h5. I'll probably see king h1, rook g1. And do I have like some crazy g5, g4? Interesting. f3. And there's d5. Hmm. Not sure. You gotta move. Yeah, I really wasn't sure there. The bishop might get stuck. I'm kind of banking on the queen swinging over. Rook c8. And some bishop h4 ideas. Oh. Oops, that was a mouse slip. Okay. It took a lot of work. Very sharp position from the opening. There's double F pawns, bishop h3. My very first game of the World Rapid Championship was against Volokitin. And we got a similar position, very similar line. But that game, my queen was on h4, like much earlier. Yeah, this is actually preferable for white. Yeah, maybe this whole concept of knight e5, knight takes f3 is just not productive. Also, thank you, JR Nagy. Happy 18 months. Okay, moving on. I've checked these lines at some point, but it's been a while. I think king f8 is necessary. Okay, I have queen d3. We need 2a6. Oh, actually, queen d3, e4 is an issue. Yeah, I want to hold on to the pawn, but I don't think I can. And position should be good. I'm just trying to maximize what I have. F6 doesn't work. Curious about queen d3, e4, take, and bishop g5. Ooh, it's kind of interesting. Bishop g5. That's probably not necessary at all. Okay, a4. Get some a5 idea. Should watch out for e4, but e4 I have knight d2. There is b5. Okay, not happening. Almost g4. I think I just want to play knight g3. Or maybe just small improvements. Knight f4 might be coming. Being with f-pawn is interesting. Probably not correct. I've burned so much time so far. C4. Rook d1. I can't play like this next week. B3. If I play like this next week, I'll be flagging every game. The knight wants to do something. But what? This is something? 96. And there's 95, takes. I win d6 in the end. Okay. I think that's a good transformation. Mm. Queen c4 is on tap. Queen d5, rook d1. So nice. Nice puzzle rush tactic. The queen is pinned in two directions. It's important after takes, I have the in-between move to take the rook. Okay. Slightly abrupt finish there. But nice one nonetheless. Oh, thank you, Axer Tybo, for updating when I probably forgot. Wait, was that the last round? Is it over? I finished with 7 points again? I guess I did. Okay, well, that's a tournament. Completely lost track of the rounds. I finished with 7 points in both Title Tuesdays today. It really doesn't feel like it. I feel like I lost a lot more games. But maybe it's just that the losses are more painful than the joy of winning games. That's not the right way to say it. The pain is stronger than the joy. Wait, did I finish with 7 points playing a4 rook a3? I finished with 6 or 6.5 playing the cow every game. Can you show the London line if bishop takes? Oh yeah. Which game was it? A couple games ago. This one? This one. So I usually play bishop b5. I just wasn't like mentally present enough to play the move I always play. I play bishop d3, which I did play when I first started learning the London. And there is a pretty cool trap in this exact variation. After takes, my opponent took with the queen, which is definitely less natural. But it avoids a trap which happens after bishop takes d7. And for anyone that maybe hasn't seen this or is not familiar with the London opening and the theory, this is one of the first lines that inspired me to play the London. And this trap happened in actually a lot of games of like pretty strong players. So the trap is after bishop takes d6, queen takes d6, pawn takes e5, queen takes e5. It's a very like innocuous position. Seems like both sides are very solid. But here it's white to move and basically play a winning move. It's not completely winning, but white's on the verge of winning after the next move. I think the engine evaluation is like +2. It's a really nice tactical sequence. So I think I'll leave this open. I'm going to take another small break. Oh, congratulations, Sarana, winning the tournament. Ahead of Hikaru, ahead of Magnus and Hans. So white to move and find the best move, and I'll be right back. Okay, good job to everyone who either found it or already knows it. But yeah, the move is bishop takes h7. It's a very surprising Greek gift. Usually the Greek gift, the knight's on f3, and then you follow up with knight g5 and queen h5, and you get a mating attack. Here, white's kind of a tempo behind, but this works because queen h5, king g8. Now there's a pin on the 5th rank, and there's knight e4 hitting the queen and threatening knight g5. And black is in big trouble. If queen c4, knight g5, black can try queen d3 to cover mate, but then e4, and white is crushing. I don't think it's force mate, the rook can move, but this is already like really good for white. Yeah, we take here, we chase around the king. Oh, maybe there's something stronger, rook d1. Okay. So anyway, the first time I saw this trap, I was like super inspired to play the London. But now going back, there's actually a big difference with bishop takes d7 and queen takes d7. Because what happened in my game, my opponent took with a queen, and then we got the same position, but this move no longer works when the bishop is not here. And what's the best way to show this? I think I'll just play it out. So takes, here. It looks like the same thing. The problem is in this position, black has a move to force a draw. And that move is g6. Now, if the bishop were on d7, white could simply take the queen, take the bishop, and be up a pawn. But now, if take, white's down a piece. And it's actually white who has to bail out here. What is the move? I think it's queen g5. Yeah, queen g5. Maintaining the pin, keeping the attack, and after this, then that's some perpetual, like, check. The king can't move here because mate, so king g7, check. And the king has to move here, and then we just keep repeating. So hopefully that makes sense. It's aligned with a lot of the different layers on top. And it's a line I haven't played in a long time because I almost always play bishop b5. So I just want to see, like, is white actually much better in this line? It's slightly better. Oh, Engine says the best move is to just take a draw. Wow. But this position? Okay, this position is more playable. I guess just castle and play chess. Okay. I think I will be wrapping things up shortly. But I did want to go back to the line that was mentioned by Obis. Not sure if you're still here. But I figured out how to get to Lichess through Proctor. I updated my chess.com profile with this link. And that takes me here. And then I can just use an analysis board. This is nice. I'm not logged in. Might be hard to log in without being able to like copy paste. But the benefit is now I have some access to Opening Explorer. I really just want to see the stats of not this line. Take Scotch Gambit. What is it? Take here, and then knight g5. Knight g5 has never been played in master level play. Oh yeah, I have to update my my settings. Multiple lines. Knight g5 is not within the top 5 moves. Oh dear. Okay, so before we see how bad it is, let's see how well it scores in the Lichess database. Knight g5 is played 1% of the time. 6,500 games out of over 700,000. And it scores well. It's the best scoring move for white. Wow. So most people do take. And then queen h5 scores 77%. Wow. Yeah, this is brand new for me. So threatening mate. One player played h6 walking into mate. That's funny. Rated 2,400 plus. Wow. Okay. Bishop f5 also gets mated. So of course, okay, let's look at like the more critical lines. G6 seems to be the most played. Wow, look at this. Like can sack the queen. Take back on e4. Oh no, my queen. 96 players have taken it. And then double checkmate. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, and now, okay, I see the comment from Obese Freeze. Let me disable these arrows. So Obese Freeze had a game where he played queen d5, which actually looks very natural to defend and to pin along the 5th rank. But now white to move. And this is another trap to sack the queen. Knight takes e4. Oh no, my queen. Most people take it. Knight f6, double check. And yeah, it looks like white's going to win back the queen after black's only legal move. But rook e8 is checkmate. It's game over. So 42 games went like this. Wow. The second most played move is queen f6, but that walks into this. And then, and then queen g6, also walking into this mate. Yeah, this double check can be easy to miss. So many players walked into this similar type of like mating concept. And again, king d8, rook e8 checkmate. What a line. Does this have a name? The double gambit. Wait, no. So this is apparently considered the double gambit, but knight g5 is not changing the name of the variation. Okay, so why is this bad? Check this position. Oh, so g6 is the best move. And most people play the best line, but still white's scoring 71%. That's incredible. Bishop e6. Queen b5 or queen f3. Queen b5. So hitting b7. Yeah, it's one of these positions the engine likes for black, but white's having more fun. White's attacking b7, white's ready to play this. White's already castled with the rook x-raying the king. Dark squares could be vulnerable. These pawns could be weak. King d7, best move, which almost no one plays. Only people who play king d7 are the ones who've studied this before or who are maybe using stockfish during the game. So most people play rook b8, which gives away most of the advantage after knight g5. Wow. Most people play bishop e7, and then yeah, white's scoring very well here. Even though engine says equal, castle most played. The center kind of falls apart for black. King h8. White's already better. Okay, I'll have to try this. I want to try this in the tricks and traps speedrun. Thanks for sharing, OB3s. Might need to make this a dedicated video. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And I'll be back in the future. Probably back for YouTube content. Like YouTube videos, but also YouTube live streams and Twitch live streams. I'm not sure when my next live stream will be. I'll almost definitely play next week's Title Tuesday, beginning of the new format. So do stay tuned.